The work of Charles Richet and his Nobel Prize definitively says that it's not possible to vaccinate. Vaccination is not possible. The work of Charles Richet and his Nobel Prize definitively says that it's not possible to vaccinate. Vaccination is not possible. This French scientist, researcher, Charles Richet, who himself was a eugenicist and a bad person, but he did come up with a very important piece of science, which is called anaphylaxis. He wrote a book about it, and it's available actually for free. I downloaded it from the internet. And in this book, he described his experiments. So that was his Nobel Prize was for the research in anaphylaxis. And he conclusively demonstrated, first of all, anaphylaxis and allergy are the same thing. Food allergy is the same. It's all anaphylaxis. They now divide anaphylaxis in different types. Type 1 is when your blood pressure drops and you drop. But all the rest of it is also anaphylaxis, allergy. And you induce it by injection of protein, any protein. So he started working with toxins, with the C. anemone toxin, but quickly realized that you don't have to inject toxin to produce the same effect. You can inject safe things like milk, like corn, soy derivatives, albumins, gelatin. So anything that you think is safe to eat, if you inject it, a protein, directly into the bloodstream, you can produce this effect. And this effect is unpredictable. And it's the first injection. So people are familiar with anaphylaxis in the context of like bee stings or jellyfish stings, right? So you can get stung once, and then this state of anaphylaxis develops. You don't know about it. The second sting, you might even die. So you will have this huge reaction. Now, it's not necessarily a huge reaction. You can develop an allergy to bee stings. You can develop allergy to jellyfish stings. You can develop allergy to other things if they got into your bloodstream. And this effect is unpredictable. Some people won't develop it. Some people will develop it. The degree of it is going to be very different. For some people, it's going to be life-threatening. For some people, it's going to be a mild allergy. It's not, while it's a mild allergy, it doesn't mean that it's safe, because even, this is how people have gluten allergy. This is how people have lactose intolerance. All the peanut allergies are because of this. The alpha-gal, this effect, it's another type of allergy that's because of the gelatin injections. And so there's a variety of different reactions. They all boil down to the same thing. You got injected with the protein directly into the bloodstream. So all chronic diseases today, especially in people under, let's say, 50, are because of the vaccines. It's not because of what you eat. To produce the same damage through food, you need decades, and you need really bad habits. And sometimes you might not even get there. But with one shot of a newborn, you can produce this effect for life. So that's why I'm saying all this debate about food, throw it out of the window, doesn't matter. We have to stay focused on the shots, because that's how they poison us and our children, through this. The food effects are secondary. So once this anaphylactic state sets in from one injection or two injections, or the kids are forced 27 injections by the age of 2, and so it's like a Russian roulette. One of them will get there, and then the anaphylaxis or allergy, it's an intestinal reaction. It starts in the intestine, and so because you have this, even especially when it's mild and unnoticeable, and the child is small and can't tell you, they're just crying and you don't know why. They're crying, they're having diarrhea, maybe they have a rash, maybe and you just like, I don't know what it is. And so, but in the meantime, their intestine is being destroyed by autoimmune attack through anaphylactic reaction. So the work of Charles Richet and his Nobel Prize definitively says that it's not possible to vaccinate. Vaccination is not possible. There are no safe vaccines. You can't do it because we have this fundamental law of nature that works against it. you can't inject proteins directly into the bloodstream. And everybody denies it. The whole medical establishment denies that this exists, that this knowledge is available. They deny it, they call it different names, they give it different categories, they hide the data, they ban us everywhere, they say we're cranks and anti-vaxxers and we're just crazy and we're killing grandma. And so this whole establishment is working as one unit to suppress this information. That's why they're telling you, oh, it's food. You need to ban corn syrup or dyes, or, and that's why in California, they label everything with Proposition 65 so that you think that everything around you causes cancer, right? And it's not true. Cancer is caused by injections to the same mechanism. So anyway, that's what I want people to say. And I wrote several articles about it. I linked Richet's work. You can find Richet, as I said, you can find his book and you can read about it, and it will become extremely clear what's going on. And that's why, it's so important to stay on the vaccines and not get into these diversions of, let's ban different types of food.